Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Finishing Blow. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. This week I have a lot of interesting news I want to cover. The first one is actually pretty short and sweet. It's an image that Donnie Yen posted on his Facebook page of Ip Man 3. And now he's saying that some great news is coming down the pipeline here in the very near future. So hopefully we'll get like a teaser trailer or an announcement of like when the actual release date's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm always really excited to cover Ip Man. Like, I remember when I first covered the original Ip Man and the second one when the trailers came out, I was like so excited. I'm hoping this one is good. Obviously, it had its share of speed bumps, especially with the Bruce Lee thing that was going on. So I don't know how it's going to work out, but hopefully it's a nice closure to the trilogy that Donnie Yen has created for his Ip Man character and persona, and we'll be able to appreciate it, and hopefully it'll stand in line with the other two that he's created. Okay, also, really random news, James Wan, who did he was the director for the Fast and Furious 7, he's pretty well known director, but he's being the producer for the Mortal Kombat reboot film. Now, it's been a while since we heard about the reboot film. I honestly thought they, like, scrapped it. Like, it was such a headache to see, when they wanted to reboot it before, like Warner Brothers, they were so nitpicky about what they wanted to do with it. Like, they did a proof of concept, then they did 2 web series, and then Kevin, the original director, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he left because he was like, you know what, forget it, I'm just gonna do other stuff. So it's kind of interesting to see that the reboot is still happening. I don't know if any of the cast members are going to be reprising their roles, the ones who were like playing those characters either in the web series or Mortal Kombat Legacy. I have no idea. So when I learn more about it, I will let you guys know. But apparently it's still in the works, and James Wan is going to be the producer for it. Okay, some good/bad news depending on how you look at it. I think it's good news, but the Raid Remake has been delayed. It may even be canceled. Now, Frank Grillo, the guy who is going to be playing one of the lead roles in the remake, has been saying that they're not able to live up to the standard of the original. They don't think they're going to be able to do it, and so they're waiting. They're trying to get everything together so that they can make the film that deserves to be remade, which I don't think it needs to be remade at all. But the thing is, Frank is also a very key player in the Marvel movie, so he's going to be doing a lot of filming, and so they may delay it or even cancel it because of that. I don't know if Frank is such a big person that they're going to really, like, wait on him. Like, if they figure out a way to do the movie that they want, then I think they're just going to move forward with it. But right now, it's delayed. Hopefully, they just let it go because there's no reason for the Raid to be remade. And it was preposterous that they were talking about remaking it before it even hit theaters in the US. Like, they showed it at festivals and things like that, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna remake this. No, that's not how you do it. Like, you shouldn't be remaking the movie anyways. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. But I'm actually really glad that they're taking a step back and they're not gonna butcher it because it doesn't need to be touched. Okay, next up, some really exciting news for those of us who live in the US and Canada. STL2 has been acquired by Wellgo USA, so that means that we will be seeing a limited theatrical release, I think early next year, as well as a home release for it. I'm really interested in this movie because I've heard great things about it. I've heard a lot of people have enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get my hands on it myself so that I can watch it and let you guys know what I think about it. But I think it's going to be very good. They already talked about making a third one, so obviously the second one did well enough to warrant that. But I'm really curious to see how Tony Jaa does in a setting like that with, working with people like Wu Jing and Louis Koo. It's going to be really interesting. But props to Wellgo USA for grabbing that and getting the rights to it so that we can enjoy it in the States as well. Okay, and lastly on the news side of things, a real big throwback, at least for me, I felt like, is Mark Dacascos is doing a movie called Maximum Impact. Now, that in and of itself, the title sounds super amazing, but the cast is like such a throwback to the old movies that we used to remember and love. Now, the director is going to be the same director who did like Romeo Must Die, Exit Wounds, what else did he do? He did a bunch of them. Why am I forgetting Cradle to the Grave? I'm forgetting another one, but yeah. So he's going to be directing it. Also, Kelly Hu and Tom Arnold are announced in the cast, which they were all in Cradle to the Grave. So it's such a weird throwback to see this cast and this director and everybody. I don't really know how this movie in and of itself is going to do. It's supposed to be like an action comedy, so it could be good, it could be bad. Now, granted, this is the same person who directed The Legend of Chun-Li, so hopefully It's a good throwback and not a bad throwback, but I'll let you guys know as soon as I learn more about it. Okay, and lastly, I did a review for Police Story Lockdown. Well, actually, I reposted my review for Police Story 2013 for Police Story Lockdown, and I really thought about this because, I tried to do a review every week, and I was wondering whether I should. Should I repost a movie if I've already done a review for it, if I've imported it and watched it like that, or should I go ahead and re-release that review? For those of you who read my reviews every week, it's kind of like you don't have anything to read and appreciate. But at the same time, I figured with the name change, if somebody was looking for Police Story Lockdown, they wouldn't be able to find it in the search bar because obviously it went by Police Story 2013 when I did the review for it. So I did it like that. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are okay with that, if you guys would rather me have some kind of new review every week, or if something hits the States, if it's okay for me to repost something like if I did a review for Ip Man 3 and then it comes in the States 3 months later as Ip Man 3 in the States, should I repost it so those of you who didn't see it the first time get a chance to read it? I don't know. I'm still kind of playing with that idea and trying to figure out what I want to do, but it's just something I tried and I'm pretty happy with it. I think that way you guys can find my thoughts on it without having to search and dig through all the archives and everything like that for Police Story. But anyways, that is actually all I have for this week. No drawing or no contest, I'm sorry, but I will be trying to find some new movies to give away in the near future. But you guys are absolutely awesome, and I really do appreciate the fact that you guys come back time and time again, whether it's the website or the YouTube channel, and show your support and comment and everything like that. It means the world to me, so thank you guys so much for that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is K Miller, and this week has been finished.